Hey everyone, how you doing? I'm Chris and welcome to Simple Things Life. Okay, so as you can see, it's a beautiful sunset today. I'm sitting here on the water and I thought today we would talk about how to have loving relationships. So no matter where you are in your life now, whether you're in a relationship or you're not, usually we can make it better, okay? If we don't have one, we really want one. If we're in a relationship, then we want them to be better. So what I thought we'd do is do some breathing exercises first, and then as we go along, we're going to talk about relationships and little ways to make them better and little things that I've learned along the way that's helped me be better and better to those around me. And we'll put breathing in between little spots in there so we can stay in the chill zone. Okay, so first let's start with 3 deep breaths. And when we do this, I want to start with a mantra that I like, that I use, that helps me stay in the right frequency, the relaxation, peaceful frequency. So the mantra is, I choose, I'm in the perfect place and time for my perfect happiness harmony now. Okay? So I choose, always in the perfect place and time for my perfect happiness harmony now. Okay, now let's take some deep breaths, okay? We're going to go in through the nose and breathe out through the mouth at first, okay? Okay, that was great. I hope you feel a little bit more peaceful now. So whatever you've been doing today and whatever stresses you've had, now's the time in the chill zone where we're just going to let them fade away. We're going to enjoy the beautiful nature around us now. Let me just pan around and give you guys a little look so you can get into the same vibe and enjoy the beauty of nature. Let's go up a little, see the sky. And let's come over here and come down again. And that's the great thing that we like to, at Simple Things Life, incorporate into our videos, because nature, I always think it's an amazing canvas. You know, it's like a painting that's always changing. So when you come here every day and we meditate together, you'll get to see the different changes of the nature. Which you may or may not be able to see depending on where you are. And that's the great thing about the relationship with nature, is that nature's always there, right? So wherever you are, you can even maybe get a glimpse of the sky or stars at night, or even on your way home from work or to work or school. You could stop at a park, and even if it's a small one, you know, sit under a tree or just sit on a workbench, a lunch bench at work in the lunchtime. I used to do that and sit out there and just get a few minutes of sun and use these breathing techniques to center you, okay? So we're going to focus today on loving relationships, something that I think is so important, and no matter what is happening in your life, it's the one thing that we always want to have, okay? So no matter how successful you are, even in the material world, you could be the CEO of a company or really famous and millionaire. But if you don't have loving relationships, then oftentimes that might feel empty, and it doesn't really matter about the outside. If you're not coming from a loving place in your heart, then it's those around you aren't really going to want to be there, you know. They're not going to feel just like you like to be around people who are loving to you, so do the people around you, okay? So what we're going to do is we're going to look at some ways to do that in a simple way, because the thing is that you are a loving person, right? You know you are, and it's just parts of our personality. I call it friction energy, okay? And it comes out, all humans have it, you know, part of our reptilian brain, if you like, the flight or fight part. And it gets away from that beautiful, gentle side of ourselves that many of us have. And often some people don't really get to see, or maybe at a start of a relationship, sometimes people do see it, and then it fades with time, okay, as the stresses of life come in. If you're a parent and you have children, the world they live in is the world that they know, okay? So every day that you can show them love and kindness, well, that's going to impact their life. It's going to wire their brain and determine how they look at life themselves. And that's an amazing gift. And you only, as a parent, you would only have so many years before, they're 10, 11, 12 years old, and they're kind of forming themselves really already, okay? So if you are a parent and you're looking at ways to connect more with your children and be more loving, well, these breathing exercises are really going to help you, because it allows you to stay focused and in that gentle spot inside yourself that you know, but it's often very hard to bring that side of yourself into life, okay? So let's take another 3 breaths and go back into that quiet, gentle spot again, okay? This time we're going to breathe in and out through the nose. So this is one you can use at home, and also if you're out in public and you don't want to hear the loud sound of the breath going out, okay? So we're going to go in and out through the nose. Okay, ready? All right. It's so amazing. You never get tired of it. The beautiful feeling of that breath. Well, imagine that breath, and if you could bring that energy and that frequency to those people around you that you love, well, how incredible would that be? Imagine you yourself, if there's people around you in your life and they made you feel the way that you feel when you have those breaths, right? How incredible would that be, that when you're around them you just feel so at peace and so loved and so relaxed, okay? Because it's very easy to, even if we feel that way on the inside, it's very easy to allow friction and stress to come out as words and actions that people don't mean at all. I mean, there's people who could love their family their whole life and maybe never even really show it. And they can become old and really regret that they were never able to express that and wonder why. Well, the secret is in these breaths. It really is, because the part of you that love them, you need to be able to express and let out, and in a very gentle way. And this is how we do it. So let's have a look now at people out there who are looking to find a new relationship. Let's look at a romantic relationship. So perhaps you're single at the moment and you're looking to find someone in your life to love and to share your life with. And how do you attract that person? Well, one of the main ways really is going to be your attitude and the vibes you put off to people and how they feel when they're around you, okay? Now, if you can come from that loving pace of calmness that we do when we breathe, well, that's going to be very attractive to someone. And actually, you're going to have a personality that they'll probably find very interesting. Like, why does this person make me feel so good when I'm around them? And it's because you're coming from a place of calmness. You're not looking for a place where you're needing something off them or wanting anything from them. You're coming from a pure altruistic place where you're just very relaxed and gentle, and they can see themselves spending time around you, okay? Because much of a relationship, especially over time, is spending time around people every day. So you can't really pretend for long not to be the person that you are, okay? So sometimes in people at first in relationship can seem a certain way, and then maybe that's not really how they are, or that part that they were. They can't bring that part out all the time. But if you, through your breaths, can stay that calm, loving person, then there's nothing to stop you. And you're going to have something about you that's going to seem so mysterious and amazing to people that they're going to just be drawn to you. Okay? So as we see the sunset get nice and warm behind us, it's starting to look the color of a heart. So let's focus on our heart now, okay? And let's take 3 more deep breaths. If you're able to, and you can put your hand on your heart, do it, okay? So 3 deep breaths. See, how nice is that? The feeling in our heart. And there's a reason for that. Because the heart, when we have feelings of love, what's really happening is our heart's filling up with blood. And as it expands, it releases the oxytocin, a chemical. It's a hormone. And it floods through our body. And that's the feeling of love. Okay? And that also releases the serotonin in our brain. It makes us feel good. That's what we are looking for in the feeling of love. Well, the truth is that you have to love yourself first before you can really love other people. Now, you've probably heard that before, but it's very true, okay? Because when you truly are feeling good in yourself and loving about yourself, it doesn't mean that you think everything about yourself is perfect. But what it means is that you feel that you're at least trying to do a good job, okay? And that's what these hormones, as we put the hand on the heart there and we focus with our mind as we breathe in and out with the heart, is that we release these hormones, and that's what puts you into that relaxed state, right? That's so when people feel in love, you feel an overwhelming feeling in your heart for someone, like, wow, that feels incredible. And people don't realize that you can actually achieve that feeling just through these meditations, just through the breath yourself. And it's not that you have to seek that from someone else, but what the truth is that you can find someone to complement you, okay? So when you're feeling that way, then you'll attract someone else who's drawn to that, and they will also feel that way. And then if you go forward in the future and have a family of your own, well, you know what will happen is if you're able to both stay in that frequency, then your children can also learn to grow up in that frequency. What a gift. How many people of us would love to grown up in that sort of a frequency where we felt so loved and our parents were so peaceful? That is truly an incredible gift, and perhaps the most important of all, because that's how you increase the cycle of that love, and then they bring that forward to their children. Okay, so let's do another 3 deep breaths and focus on our heart again. I'm going to put my hand on my heart. If you want to, you can as well. And let's really feel that breath and feel the blood grow in our heart and expand, okay? So here we go. It feels amazing. And the sky is getting amazing around me. Let me bring the camera up a bit and see if you guys can see it. Look at that over there. Look at the amazing colors in the sky, you know? And again, that's a simple thing, right? The beauty of the color in the sky. You know, if you're able to somehow get outside at sunsets or sunrise, take the opportunity, look at the color of the clouds and feel the beauty of it and how pure it is, okay? So that's really something you want to bring through in a relationship, is the purity and just the kindness, and allow someone else to be in that state. Now, if you, whatever relationships you're in now and whatever state they're in, you can turn them around in a minute. Seriously, the next time you see the person, before you get out of your car to visit the relative, before you wake up in the morning to see your partner and your children perhaps, then take some of these deep breaths first. Set your some practical steps. Set your alarm 5 minutes early. When you have your shower in the morning, take the deep breaths in the shower even. You know, if you're rushed for time, do your breaths carefully when you're driving. You know, just stay relaxed and normal, but you know, just breathe and focus on the love. And from the moment you wake up until the moment you get into your office or you go to see the person, your relative, the person you're in relationships with, if you can keep that flow of these breaths, just how we're doing now, and stay in that state of just non-judgment, just like being chilled, right? That's why we call it the chill zone. Then they're going to notice that in you, okay? You could go from, even if you've been stressed state for years, and that's how they know you, is in that state, they're going to be like, wow, what happened to this person? Like, it seems amazing. And that's the greatest gift you can really give them, is to be loving around them, because that shows them how to do it themselves. And not only that, you see, it's not that you're perfect now, even though you really are. It's that you can become exactly what you want to be, okay? So you want to be that beautiful, benevolent person that everyone wants to be around. Well, no matter what your personality has been, even if it hasn't always been like that, you can easily become like that. And you can practice it on the people in the store, at the checkout, at the gas station, your workmates, and then with your loved ones who are close to you in your home. You do that and they're going to be so happy, and it'll be like every day's Christmas feeling, and that's what we're really going for. Okay, so let's do a few more deep breaths, and really, if you're looking at the screen now, have a look at the color of the sunset on the water and see the ripples of the waves in the water, and just how everything flows beautifully. That's how you want to do, okay? You want to just flow, release the love out of your heart, like the sun, how the sun gives energy to the world. You give that beautiful, loving energy to those around you, and what an amazing gift that will be. Okay, let's take some deep breaths. We're going to take 5 now, okay? Here we go. First breath. Inhale. Perfect. Feel great right now. I hope you do too. So play this video again when you later on in the evening or another time later today, and check out my other videos on the Simple Things Life, and get in, watch as many of them as you need to get into that mode, the feeling of feeling good, and if you would like, please click the subscribe and like button below, and leave any comments you have. If you have any advice that you'd like to give to me that I can bring and give to others, or if you have any suggestions or topics that we can discuss, I'd love to hear it. And because it's Simple Things Life, what we're doing is building an online spiritual community, right, where we can all come and not be judged and just help each other be better in life. Okay? All right. So again, I'm Chris, and this is Simple Things Life. I'll see you guys soon. Okay, bye.